Good morning, class. We are doing chapter number 5, heat, and we have completed with our topic thermal expansion. Now we'll do 3 modes of transfer of heat. Children, heat flows. It gets transfers from one body to another body. If two bodies which are at different temperatures, means one is hot and one is cold, okay, and they are placed in contact, okay, they are touching each other and we have kept them side by side. Now what will happen? The heat will start flowing, children. And what will be the direction of its flow? From high to low. Means the body which is at higher temperature will start transferring heat to the body which is at a lower temperature. For example, if there are two glasses and in one glass there is cold water, in another glass there is hot water, and they are kept together, then the heat from the hot water will start flowing to the cold water. And till what time it will keep on flowing? It will keep on flowing till both the bodies acquire the same temperature. Means till both of them will have the same temperature, the heat from higher to lower will keep on flowing. Now this transfer of heat, children, can take place in 3 ways, in different ways, but 3 different ways we are going to study over here. For example, there is a teacher, for example there is a Isha ma'am, and she wants to give you apples. Okay, now there are 3 methods, children, that I can give you the apples. First is that I call first student and I'll give the apples to him, and he will take one and rest of the apples he'll transfer to the next child. Then the second child will take one and he will transfer the rest of the apples to the next third child, and like this everyone will take their apples and keep on passing the other. Second method is that one child will come to my seat and I will give one apple to him and he will take it to his seat. Then another will come and then they will take it to his seat, and then third, like this. And the last method is that I throw the apple towards each student and I ask you, please catch it. Now first method, in which one was taking and passing the rest, was conduction, and in second method, in which one was coming and taking, this is your convection, and last, nobody coming or going, I am just throwing, that is your radiation, children. Okay, now this transfer of heat by conduction, convection and radiation. The conduction can take place in solids, gases and liquids, and convection can take place only in liquids and gases, and this radiation doesn't require any medium. Okay, now we are going to study them separately. First is conduction. Conduction is the process of transfer of heat from hot end to the cold end. Okay, children, molecule to molecule, particle to particle, and medium is required in this. Okay, it is a process of transfer of heat mainly in solids. Okay, class, the transfer of heat, conduction, also occurs in liquids and gases, but to only some extent. Mainly it is taking place in solids. Now he is showing this thing. This is the blade of this is a blade of knife, children. He has put the butter on this and he is heating this end, this corner of this knife, but this butter also starts melting. Now what does this show? The heat is coming till the butter now, that's why only it is melting. It means the heat is getting transferred in this blade. Take a knife and put some butter on the entire blade. Now hold its tip only. The fire is only on the tip, children. You will notice the butter starts melting and dripping, but the butter has started melting. Why? First at the tip and then further. Why, children? The reason is that heat of the flame first heats the tip of the blade. This heat is passed to one molecule to another molecule, and the entire blade is heated up, and this is melting the butter. Okay, then comes, children, conductors. Now, children, the substances which allow the heat to pass through them, they are called conductors. For example, silver, copper, iron, aluminium, mercury. All the metals are conductors of heat. On the other hand, children, there are some substances which do not allow the heat energy to pass through them. They are called your insulators, and they are your glass, stone, wood, plastics. Okay, then comes insulators. Same thing, children, which do not allow the heat energy to pass through them. do not allow and allow. Okay, so they are your insulators. Example: wood, plastic, mud, cork. Please learn these words, these examples specially. Now children, one thing to be noted here is that flowing air is a conductor of heat, but still air is insulator. Okay class. Now children, again we are using this conduction phenomena and insulators phenomena in our daily lives. Have you seen children oven? It has got double walls. Why children? Between these walls there is space. And it is filled with wool or cork. This wool and cork are insulators of heat, means they do not allow the heat to pass through them, and because of this the heat inside the oven is kept safe inside only and doesn't go outside. That's why the food kept inside is heated, becomes warm. Now cooking utensils and pans, have you seen children? They are made of metals, but their handles, handles he is not talking about, he's just talking about they are made of metals. Why? Because metals are conductors of heat, and that's why they heat up rapidly. Now cooking utensils, pans and tea kettles are provided with wooden handles or ebonite handles. Why children? Because they are insulators. It's necessary. If they are also the conductors children, then we cannot hold it, handle bhi garam hoga. So that is why they are made up of insulators, so that the heat is still the metal portion and we are safe. Then ice box, have you seen? It is double walled. Might have not seen, but I have seen. That is the ice box in which the polio people come na. The people who are having this duty of giving the polio drops to the kids, they are having an ice box. I guess that is one. And they have again filled, they have got space in between the walls filled with again glass, cork or wool. But why children? The same thing which we have studied in the case of oven. It doesn't allow the heat to get inside or get outside of the box and keep the box cool. Now in summer, ice is wrapped in gunny bags or covered with sawdust. Now children, why? Because again these bags are having pores in them and they are having air filled in them and trapped air. Remember, still air is the insulator and it doesn't allow the heat from outside to get inside. Woolen clothes in winter we wear children, they have got fine pores, and they are filled with air, and again air is insulator of heat, and that is why the heat from our body doesn't go out and the heat from outside doesn't and we feel warm. Okay, during very cold weather children, water pipes are covered with cotton. Again cotton has air trapped, and this air is insulator, and that's why they do not pass heat from water inside the pipes to the outside atmosphere, and the water is warm children. Again quilts, razaiyan, they are filled with fluffy cotton. Why children? Again cotton has got fine pores in it and air is trapped in it, and that's why the air prevent the heat from our body to escape and thus keep us warm. And now our next topic is convection. This we'll discuss in our next video. Thank you.